It's Darren again. Been working on my garage door. Should be completed tomorrow. But I was out here relaxing. Thought I'd show you a little bit about that Donkey Kong machine. Been restoring it, not back to the original. I have modified it quite a bit. I have a controller that I actually have the PC in it now instead of the original game board. I have modified the buttons to give it a 4-button setup, 4-way joystick, 1-2 player option. Has a front end for what is called a MAME cabinet. Is a multi-arcade machine emulator. It means I can emulate an actual arcade machine like this and control a bunch of options that you can't normally control with a PC. As you can see, it has a list of games that it plays now, those being the A's. B, C, D, E, F, G, all those. But let's say you did want to actually play Donkey Kong. Run down here to Donkey Kong. There's Donkey Kong. Push the 1-player button and it loads the game in. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's Donkey Kong. A lot of glare. There he is throwing his things down there. Now the machine does have a coin receptor down here. Actually, they're called validators. They will match up the weight and size of a quarter. That's what this mechanism here does. And if it is a valid quarter or a token, you can set them either way. It'll actually drop down and it lands in that box to be collected. But I've taken the lock off because I get in there quite a bit and the kids get in there and want to play it. But I got a couple of quarters over here and there's Donkey Kong running on it now. Actually, Donkey Kong on a Donkey Kong machine, but it's being emulated on a computer. But I'm going to take my quarter, I'm going to put it in the slot down here, and you should be able to hear. Give me credit. Yeah, they gave me credit. It says push the 1-player button. Push the 1-player button. There's Donkey Kong making fun of you. I'm not going to be able to jump and hold this camera. As you can see, it's very close to the original game. Like I said, I won't be able to jump. But it gives you so many lives, just like the original Donkey Kong. There, I just killed myself. Yeah, world's worst Donkey Kong player here. I'm not even going to attempt it. See, it says game over. And it will continue to set on the game that you leave it on. There is a optional button I could install to make it go back to the menu. I don't like doing that. There is an easier way, or a way that I get by, is actually hit an escape key on the keyboard. I got a keyboard down in here hidden. Hit the escape key. It brings you back to a menu system. Lets you select new games. But let me try to show you a look at this little controller here. This keyboard comes up and all. If I got enough slack in the line, I don't think there is. I think it's pulled tight. Too tight. Part of the problem, I think, with it. But I'll turn the light on this camera. It's kind of dark out. Run around here to the back side and give you a peek in there. As you can see, it's just a regular PC back there. Got a keyboard on it. Should be able to see the coin on a regular monitor. Actually got a piece of black poster board to run around the front of the monitor. Can't really see it in there. You can see the edge of the monitor right there. I didn't get a real good job at plastering that down, pasting it down. But yep, and the coin drops. It's kind of rusty. This stripping is really just, you take a router and you route out the center of that, and that just snaps right in. So I want to repair that. I think the original Donkey Kongs have a sticker on the side that I don't have for this machine. It does have some old stickers and graphics on it. What I would like to do is find one of these to actually restore it properly that has a crack, if you can see it, and right up there by his nose. I don't think you can see it on this, but there is a crack right there where that had been over tightened by someone. Has the original instructions for Donkey Kong. Telling you can only jump his height downward. Original graphics. Has some scratches right there on the lens, if you can see it. Little plexiglass. I don't want to replace the glass. I'm going to try to find a way to get those, maybe buff those out best I can anyway. Like I said, the metal's all kind of rusty. It is an older game. Has a copyright up here of 81, but that's not when the machine was made. I think that's a copyright on the Donkey Kong game. But this will play Frogger, Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man, Donkey Kong Jr., Popeye, all the old hits, all the old favorites, Asteroids, Space Invaders. It's kind of a neat cabinet to have. It is going into my man cave when I get it done. When I get my man cave done, and when I get this machine done. It doesn't look that bad from a distance. Looks like a Donkey Kong machine. And if I leave Donkey Kong on it, nobody could tell the difference that it wasn't a Donkey Kong machine. Put my lock back on there and see how many quarters I can get off people. Well, I just thought I'd show that to everybody. I may paint it again. Like I said, I want to fix the trim up. A couple of different issues on it. Buff out that lens and scratches out. I think that's a plexiglass or Mylar. Try to get those scratches out. Anybody got any suggestions, feel free to comment. That's about it. Peace.